Good morning. Uh, Today I would like to discuss with you two cases of one from Karnataka and other one from Kerala. Uh, the issues day to day brought to our notice. Number one uh, is pertaining to pious obligation. AR 2020 Karnataka 138 Madhaya versus Madhaya. The, there was a degree and that degree was about to be executed. Therefore, a ground was raised about pious obligation in view of section 6, subclass 4. Uh, the degree was uh, uh, about to be executed. There was an objection for execution of petition that was rejected. Therefore, under Article 227, supervisory power, the case was referred to Supreme Court, High Court of Kerala. Actually what had happened, suit was not only decreed against the deceased, but also legal representative also there. Uh, they say being a sons, they are not liable to pay the degree amount on the ground of pious obligation. Therefore, since they are also party to the proceedings, the 6-4 would have no application. That was the fair. Kindly go through the provisions of Hindu Succession Act about pious obligation. Then other judgment is about Insurance Act. How insurance is being recovered on as per conditions of the insurance agreement. It is for medical claim. Actually, this case seems to be delivered for a benevolent purpose of the Insurance Act. Insurance Act section 1141 and redressal of public grievances rules and rule 14.2. Therein, the ombudsman is being appointed if you have got any grievance against the insurance company. See, the facts are most important. Therefore, kindly see actually what had happened. The petitioner, writ petitioner was unsuccessful before the ombudsman. They have challenged the order dated 16/11/2012 complaint on the file of Insurance Ombudsman Kochi. Actually, the respondent had taken a Medi-Classic health insurance policy that was issued to him. The period of insurance was from 8/2/2011 to 7/2/2012. Dates are important. The policy was taken after preliminary medical examination. The respondent suffered throat pain on 11/3/2011 and admitted in the hospital. He was diagnosed as suffering from papillary carcinoma thyroid and was advised to remove the thyroid gland. That he underwent surgery on 16/3/2011. Then thereafter he claimed for amount spent for his medical facilities. Then he prepared ombudsman. Their objection was, as per conditions, the policy would be effective only from 8/2/2011. The ombudsman has read the clauses and said The insured person in connection with or in respect of any disease contacted by the insured person during the first 30 days from the date of commencement of the policy is not liable. Therefore, they say the petitioner who underwent a pre-medical checkup before entering into insurance contract did not aware that he was suffering from that particular disease. Only the doctor diagnosed after the expiry of 30 days. That was the uh, uh, finding of the concept of the ombudsman of insurance company. Therefore, the respondent's writ petition was not successful uh, due to this policy. Finally, they have discussed the facts on every aspect, and the first pain is not sufficient to hold that he was suffering from disease. It was the doctor who diagnosed after the expiry of 30 days. He should be considered as suffering from that particular disease. Therefore, treatment is duly covered under policy scheme. The petition was allowed. Kindly go through this and carefully see. This is an attempt by the defense lawyer successfully in getting the remedy to the petitioner. See, by the doctrine of interpretations, benevolent interpretation, beneficial legislation. See, the insurance is only to cover the particular scheme on contractual basis. Therefore, somewhat indemnification, but on payment, not on receipt of favorable consideration. It's only for payment of premium amount. Therefore, Ombudsman was right in holding that particular date was not diagnosed disease date. Therefore, they say the doctors who diagnosed it was after 30 days expiry of the limitation prescribed of the contract. This is you have to fight for your client. You have to go through the entirety of the rules and regulations and this medical terminology. So this judgment would be most helpful for you to keep it on file, because contract of warranty under Indian Contract Act, it is matter between the vendor and consumer or purchaser. If any good is suffered within stipulated warranty period, it will be replaced. But on contra, the doctrine of warranty applies negative under Insurance Act. Under Insurance Act, whatever the declaration made by you, if it's not correct, then the insurance will forfeit your claim of insurance amount. That is the doctrine of. So it is there a vendor who sells the goods holds responsibility of warranty. Here, the insurance company is not holding responsibility. It is the person who insured himself who gives some particulars, age particulars, disease particulars, hold responsibility under doctrine of warranty. That such a concept should be applied at the time of claiming insurance. Apart from that, apart from ombudsman is a litigation case, and though it is coming under alternative dispute resolution, still you can file pre-litigation cases before permanent lok adalat. Permanent lok adalat is having to deal with certain scheduled cases under Scheduled Act or pre-litigation cases. So all these areas should be concentrated if you are really wanted to proudly engage your profession and gain substantial income. Good morning.